You can be a kidnapper. Just sign up and keep the stuff and then cancel your account. Hey guys, so a few weeks ago, Facebook sent something out that said, they're gonna delete all of your Facebook Live videos and you can download them if you want. And I thought, oh, I'd never go live on Facebook, so that's fine. I don't have any videos. And then they kept being more and more insistent. And so I went in and looked, and I actually had a ton of Facebook Live videos, and they were mostly from my time with LuLaRoe and 31 as a direct sales consultant. So I downloaded everything, and I thought that it would be interesting to kind of sit and watch them together, and I could film a little reaction video to them. So fair warning, I've never done a reaction video before. I think I have the technology figured out, but I'm not like 100% sure. So we shall see if this all syncs up and works out right. So apologies in advance if it comes out weird, but I have my computer over here, so I'll be looking over here at the video. I will put it up on screen. Actually, let me move over here. I'll put it up on screen so you can watch along with me, and we'll go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do this in two parts. So I'm gonna start out a little easier with my 31 videos, and then I think what everyone's really waiting for is the LuLaRoe videos. Just in case there's any kind of technical difficulties, I'll do them in a separate video. So stay tuned and hit subscribe for that so you don't miss when I do post it. But I'm gonna start out with the 31 videos. And just for a little bit of context, I was a 31 consultant from 2012 until I think 2018. I went to 3 of their conferences or conventions. I have videos here of some of those experiences. And I stopped selling in 2018 actually because I went inactive kind of without realizing it. Usually they give you a warning if you haven't reached the sales quotas, and I never got any such warning, which was apparently like a system glitch on their end, and they tried to entice me back, and I said no because at that point I'd kind of just fallen out of doing it. So yeah, I decided this was like the universe telling me it's time to stop. But so that's kind of my 31 background. I have other videos here about how I got into it and everything, so definitely check out some of those. So with no further ado, let me get into playing the video and we will just see what happens.
Hey guys, I never go live on this group, but I wanted to stop in and tell you about the Avenue scarf, which 31 has had out for a while now, and I hadn't picked one up yet. I had a previous scarf that we used to have that was just like a little strip you could use for like a headband or tie it on your purse handle, and I guess I kind of assumed the Avenue scarf was similar, but no, it's huge. So I just got one in the white poppy print.
Okay, so yeah, the Avenue scarf, I actually still have mine, and it was a really large, nice scarf. If you saw my my video about how I'm no longer a 31 consultant, that was the scarf that I had tied around my neck in that video in the photo that I took at the 31 conference that year.
It's like a really nice big scarf, and so I wanted to come and make a video and show you in person, because a lot of times you get these little rinky-dink scarves that you can't do anything with, but this one's like a really nice size, so I just wanted to show you. And they're also like a nice lightweight though, so it's not like a heavy winter scarf. This is great for summertime when you want a little extra layer on. And I wanted to point it out in the catalog. So it's $28. It's 37 by 68 inches. And it comes in 2 prints in the catalog, but there's more online. So again, the white poppy one I just picked up online. So if you're looking for an extra little piece to add on to your order, if you want to qualify for the monthly special.
Yeah, so the add-on to qualify for the special. So a lot of times you had to spend $31, or then they made it even higher amounts in order to qualify to get whatever was on special that month. So they sold a lot of little things like a little keychain, a little nail file that people could add on to just push themselves over the edge to whatever amount they needed to get that special for the month.
Definitely check out the Avenue scarf. Don't forget this month's special is our super popular large utility tote. It's like our #1 product, so definitely pick that up while it's on special this month. Or if you already have one or more, you can also get the stand tall insert that gives it a little bit more support on the sides. And if people like these live videos, I will be happy to go live later on, maybe over the weekend, and do a live demo of how the stand tall insert works. But hopefully you enjoyed this. Again, this is the Avenue scarf. It's like a really nice, generous size. So if you're looking for a little something extra to pick up for yourself, you could even wear this as like a swimsuit cover up or something. If you're looking for something extra to pick up for yourself, I am highly recommending it.
All right, so I guess that was the end of that one. I never came back to demo the stand tall insert, but let's see what I'm doing here. I think in this video I am sharing the items that I got as part, well, we'll see what I'm sharing. But I did want to point out the pink box that I have at the bottom of the screen here that I'm pulling stuff out of. I don't think these things came in that box. You get one pink box in your life, and that is when you get your initial kit when you sign on as a consultant, and after that everything just came in like regular cardboard boxes. So I'm thinking I took whatever this is and like repacked it into my pink box, which I actually still have in my basement, but just to make it look cuter on camera, I think, but I'm not sure. So let's see what I'm showing.
Hey guys, oh, cat's gonna knock over my camera. I thought it would be fun to come on live and open up my box of new fall products, so I'm just gonna wait for a minute and see if anyone's gonna join live. So if you're watching this later, you can probably skip ahead this first little bit. I thought I'd just sit here awkwardly on the floor in front of my couch. And I know that it has 3 new items, but honestly I forget what at least 2 of them are.
Oh, maybe it did come in that box.
It's going to be a fun surprise for everyone. So hi everyone as you're joining. If you missed my first couple seconds, this is my fall catalog preview items that I had the opportunity to buy, and I was just saying I forget what they are, so this will be fun for all of us. Okay, good. There's a paper that tells me what they're going to be. So this is our 3-item add-on kit. So it comes with a deluxe organizing utility tote, which I'm really excited to show you, a super swap it pocket, which if you've seen my other video that I posted about how I use the swap it pocket, that's one of my favorite organizing items, so I'm excited to see this big version. And then there's a mini catch-all bin, so if you have seen our bigger size catch-all bin, this is a cute little mini version I think you're gonna like. So I think I'm gonna go from smallest to largest actually, and I'm gonna start with the mini catch-all bin.
Okay, watch me struggle trying to come up with things to use this for, because I thought and still do think it's such a weird little item. So let's see what I come up with.
So we have a different catch-all bin that is, oh, this is really mini. Oh, wow. We have a different one that's a lot bigger than this. It's like very wide, like you could put like a catalog in it. This is really small and cute. I could see a lot of different uses for this because honestly I feel like the other one is a little too big for some things, but this would be perfect like to organize remote controls and stuff by your TV area. Gosh, you could use this in the kitchen for little things like your K-cups or little things. One of the neat things about this is one side of the handle, so just this side, has a little snap. So you could unsnap it and like loop it around like a towel bar or something. You could use it in the bathroom to hang. This is really cute, and I love this print. Does it say what print it's in? Yes, Chevron Charm. Let me hold that up. You're gonna see this chevron and a lot of gray in a lot of the new products in the fall catalog, which I love gray, so I'm very excited about. But this is a really cute pattern. And then obviously it folds down flat, so if you don't need it, you can just fold it up. So that's awesome. So that was the mini catch-all bin. The next item is the super swap it pocket. So there's a regular swap it pocket we have, which is like a purse organizer. So it has...
So yeah, I have a swap it pocket. I think I still use that too. It's a purse organizer, as I said. This is like a bigger one that was supposed to go in like the bigger tote bags. And also just like all the stuff that's in this video, by the time this came around, I was pretty much on my way out of 31, so I don't think I ever used any of these items.
like multiple different little pockets around it, and you can slip the whole thing into your purse. So like if you're changing purses, you just take the whole thing out and put it in your new bag. I have shared videos about that before, and I can repost it, but this is a much bigger version. This is probably like twice as big. So here is the Super Swap It pocket, and they demonstrated some of our new embroidery on it as well. So this is really pretty. You can put like a big monogram in the background and then embroider something on top of it. So this one says beautiful.
So if you weren't familiar with 31, I probably should have done a better introduction. It's like bags and purses and totes and lunch bags and home decor things, but one of their big things was you could personalize most of the items. So since a lot of them were bags and fabric things, you could embroider on them. Later on they had like wood things that you could do like wood engraving on, but they would always, when you got these like free kits, or I don't know if I had to pay some kind of price for this, kits of new items coming out, they would include something that had embroidery on it to demonstrate how that worked, which on one hand is great because now you have an example of embroidery that you can show people, but on the other hand, maybe I don't want a bag that says beautiful, and or when I use this thing, or if I ever try to sell it in the future, it makes it a little trickier because now everyone knows this was your freebie sample item.
I'm not sure if you're seeing this mirrored or not. Let me know if you see this in reverse. But this comes in a really pretty new print. Yeah, Mocha Crosshatch. So it's just like a really pretty neutral brown, but like with a little texture to it. And there's a tag on the back that it's from the Signature collection. So these are like those classic core items. They've just started like identifying these. They're like those core items in the core, like neutral and classic prints and colors.
Isn't it interesting that this is like a core signature item, but it's also brand new to the lineup? But I mean, I see where they're coming from. Like it's an accessory to probably some of the most popular items.
So this is one of the signature items. And so with the Swap It pocket, you're probably too dark to see, but there's a couple like elasticized pockets inside, and then the whole side on both sides zips open, and so there's more storage space inside on both of these sides. So this is huge. So this is maybe a little too big for most purses, but it's a great way to organize stuff inside, like your organizing utility tote or your large utility tote, whatever, like any of those big open totes. So you can take all your little things, your wallet, your chapsticks, your keys, all that little stuff. They all have a safe little place, and you can take it out and organize it around. Or obviously you can just hold it on its own. I mean, you can embroider on it, so if you want it to be seen. But this is really, really cute. I'm excited for this as a great way to organize in some of those new utility totes and things. And then the last item that came in my big pink box.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about this big pink box again, because now that I saw the bottom of it, that's not the big pink box. That is a regular brown cardboard box, and it was just pink on the top. So I didn't repack it myself, but it wasn't the box that you get when you sign on as a consultant. Okay, continuing.
This is the deluxe organizing utility tote. So you probably are familiar with the regular organizing utility tote, which I call the gateway bag. Oh, this is really big. I call it the gateway bag. It's the one, it's like about yay big, and it has like 3 pockets on each side. It zips shut now. So this is the deluxe organizing utility tote. It is quite large. Now this zipper part can fold in. So it's this big. It has a little bit of a sturdy base, so that's nice. It'll help hold its shape. And then on each side there's a mesh pocket on each of those small sides. And then on this side there's a Velcro pocket. So that's cool. And on the other wide side is a zipper pocket, which is great for keeping stuff extra secure. And is there anything inside? No, so the inside is all open, so that's your opportunity to take, for example, the Super Swap It pocket and keep all your little things organized inside there, or obviously any kind of like zipper patch, or just throw your stuff in. And then the whole thing does zip shut, so you can close the whole thing. And I love how they put these tabs on the end to help you hold the zipper. That is very convenient. If you don't want to use the zipper, you can just fold it all in, and it's just a regular open top bag. So that's great. You can see size-wise, like it is very generously sized. And this print is Woodblock Whimsy. So again, this is more of the grays and neutrals that you're going to be seeing.
That's interesting that they sent all neutral everything in this kit. And again, I don't know exactly what the kit was or if I had to pay for it or earn it or what, but they usually always have like a novelty print for the season that I feel like they give you some sample of. So it's just interesting that they only sent these gray and brown neutral things in this kit.
In the catalog for fall winter. So here's kind of a picture of all three of those items again. And I went through them kind of quickly, but hopefully you enjoyed that. And I'm gonna hang out just for a minute and show you, because I also have a preview of the fall winter catalog. Look at that on the cover. See, more nice neutrals. So I'm really excited for this catalog because it has like all of my favorite colors. It has a lot of turquoise, rich purple, tons of grays and neutrals. That's what I love. And as usual, through most of the catalog, they kind of do like these spreads to show you different ways in your own home that you can use the products. But then something new that they've done this time, which I know a lot of people have asked for. So you know at the back of the catalog, they show each item, like in a collection, all the prints that that item is available in. Not every item comes in every color, that would be crazy. So it shows you each item and all the available prints. But there's a different section that shows you each print and the items that it comes on. So it's a little small. This isn't probably the best way to see what the what the items actually look like in use, but it's pretty cool because you could be like, oh, I love this Geopop print. What else is it available on? And here's all the items that come in Geopop. And yeah, Geopop and Geo Gray Stripe, I think, are two of my favorite new prints for this season. I'm looking for like a bigger picture of one of them, but they're both purple and gray. So Geopop, sorry, I'm looking for a big picture. Geopop is like a circular kind of medallion design with that purple. Here's a nice one. So this item up here, that's Geopop. So it's like a purple and gray kind of medallion thing. And then the Geo Stripe is the same kind of color scheme, but in like a staggered horizontal stripe. Sorry, I'm not seeing any humongous pictures of it, but it's on a bunch of things. So here it is here, and it's on this item as well. So it's like a purple stripy color. I could see that on lots of things. I love purple, also turquoise, and there is plenty of turquoise this season.
It's so funny that I'm talking about how I love these patterns, but I clearly was on my way out of collecting 31 because I don't recall having any items in any of those prints. Let's see if there's a good turquoise one, because you can see I love my turquoise, but I don't think I was collecting anything at this point except like the free stuff that I earned.
As well, this is one of the prints that I like. What's this one called? It doesn't say the color. Well, I forget the name of this print, but there's this really pretty like navy and tan floral that I love. And also, did you see what's back? See this rolling bag? And I forget what it's called. Oh, Away We Go roller. This is a Hostess exclusive. It was a Hostess exclusive, I think last fall, maybe 2 seasons. This is really nice. I use this for like travel, like if I'm only traveling for a day or two. Really, really nice roller.
I have used that little roller bag for like business trips. Actually, if you scroll way back to one of my very earliest videos on this YouTube channel, I'm talking about how to pack for a 1-night business trip or 2-night business trip, and I'm using that rolling bag.
So excited to see that come back as a Hostess exclusive. So I just wanted to hop on and share with you quickly. Of course, here's the best deal in the catalog. This is 99 bucks for either of these whole sets, if you want to join my team and start your own 31 business. But I'm really, really excited for fall. It's got a lot of my favorite things. I think it'll have a lot of your favorite things too. So hope you enjoyed this little sneak peek. If you're hopping on later, feel free to leave a comment and if you have any questions about any of the new products or anything that's retiring. Oh, these earrings, I meant to say, these are the inspiration earrings, which I wear all the time. These are retiring at the end of the month. So I love these. They're like very, very simple, just a long straight hook. It's long on both the front and the back, and then there's a little circle dangle thing. They're really pretty, and I get compliments seriously every time.
They were pretty cool earrings. Actually, I do still have them, and I wear them occasionally, though not to the level that I was when I was selling them.
I wear them. They're retiring at the end of July. So that's part of the JK by 31, like the jewelry line that we have. So there's new stuff coming, obviously. These things are going away. A lot of other favorites are going away. So make sure to hop on my website if there's anything that you've had your eye on, or if you have any questions about what's retiring. I posted the retirement list the other day. And again, if there's anything you have questions about from the new catalog, I'm happy to share some more little sneak peeks. So just leave me a comment and let me know, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
And I also just wanted to point out that in the background behind me here is a Scentsy wax warmer. I think that's the only other direct sales item that's appearing in here. But man, I mean, when you sell one thing, I feel like you end up buying from everyone else who does direct sales because you're like all trying to support each other.
Hey guys. I'm just going to give people a minute to join to get the notification that I'm live. So if you're watching this on a replay, you can just fast forward.
This is always the awkward part, right? Waiting for people to join the live stream.
For the first minute or so. But I am all set up here. I feel like I am a TV newscaster tonight with my little setup. So thanks for joining.
That's not really any kind of special setup. That's like how my house always was looking at the time.
Say hi when you join. Tell me your favorite ice cream flavor or something. And we'll just get started in just a minute. I'm giving people a moment to get that notification and join in.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip.
Is our August customer special. So I'm sure if you're watching this, probably most of you have shopped with 31 before, or you've at least seen me post about the specials each month, so you kind of have an idea how the special works. But the customer special is for every $35 you spend, you can get one of the special items or the item at the special price. So that means if you spend $70, you can get two, and so on. So this month we have 3 items that are on special. So I'm just going to show them to you in person since I have them here. So the first item, if you spend $35, you can get the cinch sack for $10. And this is our classic like drawstring backpack. So wasn't planning to put it on, but you put it on like a backpack. This is great. I actually usually take one when I travel because you can just like fold it up flat, and then if you end up with some extra dirty clothes or something you need to carry, you have an extra bag with you. And this one is in one of our new Halloween prints. I think this guy's called Lil Bones, and this whole print actually glows in the dark. And you're actually going to see me post soon, probably because 31 just shared it. We also have glow-in-the-dark thread for fall, so you can personalize your cinch sack or anything else with glow-in-the-dark thread, and that would make this a great bag for trick-or-treating. You could reuse it every year, so like get your kids' names or initials or something on it. It glows for safety. They're huge. They can wear it as a backpack so they don't get weighed down by all their candy. Or, like I said, I use this myself for traveling. I know everyone probably has seen drawstring cinch backpacks everywhere these days, so super popular bag. That is $10 when you spend $35 this month.
Yeah, that cinch backpack was one of the, like, classic... I know we were just talking about the core items. I wouldn't be surprised if that was one of those because it had been part of 31's repertoire since before I joined the company.
Next item is the Essential Storage Tote. So if you haven't seen this one before, it's kind of the size and shape of like a paper grocery bag, and you can use it for grocery shopping. It's obviously perfect for that, or any other kind of shopping. I usually just have a reusable bag with me, so this is great to fold up and like keep in your car for groceries. If you have a large utility tote, and I should have Oh, no, I was going to say I have one sitting here, but I don't. If you have a large utility tote, you can line up like 3 of these in your large utility tote, so it works perfect for that.
So speaking of lining up these bags inside a bigger bag, this was something that I noticed 31 did a lot, where people would come up with a way like, hey, we just found these bags all fit in this other bag, you can buy them all together, or we found some kind of workaround, basically using one product to like help improve another one. Then 31 would make a specific item that was supposed to be used that way. So people discovered that this bag fits in your utility tote, and then 31's like, oh, we'll just make a specific utility tote divider for people to buy. And it really, I love the creative ways that people like figured out to use different things together. And so it really bugged me when 31 came up with like the specific things, because then they weren't as multi-purpose, then you just have a tote divider and you can't really use that outside of the tote. I don't know, maybe that's a pet peeve of mine, but I just feel like they saw people's creativity and then they just like stole and repurposed it.
I want to divide that space up a little bit, and this print is one of our new prints for fall, and it's called Moosin' Around. So it's really cute for holidays, and this bag also is just $10 for every 35 you spend.
And both of those items were examples of what I had just mentioned in the previous video about how usually they would send their like novelty or seasonal item as a sample. So these are obviously the seasonal things.
And then there is one more choice for you this month. This is our slingback bag. Now don't be confused by the print, because this is actually an old print, but it's the same bag, and it comes in an even better, in my opinion, purple print this season. But this is the slingback bag, so it's like a diagonal kind of crossbody backpack. So it's great for being hands-free if you are chasing kids or dogs or doing anything else where you want to be hands-free. It's perfect. I actually know a lot of moms who use this as like a on-the-go diaper bag. When you just need like the essentials, you can certainly fit plenty of diapers and stuff in here. So it has one kind of larger pocket, that's the whole length of the bag, and then it has 2 smaller ones on the front, and it also has a couple of little mesh side pockets, and it's actually really comfortable to wear as a crossbody, as adjustable. It comes in like gender neutral fabrics. Actually, let me turn to it here and show you what it comes in, because I know actually a lot of guys like to use it. So here, I'm gonna hold up the catalog and hopefully you can see this, but you can see it's coming this season in like a gray, like a charcoal gray. It comes in little scribble, which is like a little scribbly kind of polka dot. Here's this nice purpley stripe that I mentioned before. So it comes in a lot of nice prints this season, and it's great as an on-the-go purse, diaper bag. It's great for like amusement parks and theme parks and stuff. I know people love it for that. And also this can be personalized. I don't think that was an option when it originally came out, but this area right here at the top of the strap, you can personalize, so it's a great spot if you want to put like a little monogram.
Isn't that kind of a strange spot for embroidery now? I'm thinking, so it would come over the top of your shoulder and you'd have like a little letter here? I don't know, that seems weird. Okay.
Or something. So this is $25 for every 35 that you spend this month, and it's normally $48. So that's a great deal on this bag as well. So that was the August customer specials, and the next thing that I wanted to talk about, if you're considering the customer special or you've been looking at the new items that came out and you're kind of growing a little shopping list, why not think about hosting a party? It's super easy. Hosting a party is actually how I first got involved with 31, because I had so much fun hosting and helping people afterward. I took the catalog around to like collect.
You guys have heard this story before, and if not, I'll link to it.
A couple more orders, and it was so much fun helping people pick out what they wanted. I was like, I could do this. So if you're thinking about hosting a party, we have tons of options for how you can do it. So it doesn't have to be like a big thing at your house, and it can be, and that's really fun, and it will be very successful for you. And not even a big thing, it can be like a simple thing at your house, like invite a couple people over, and definitely don't go overboard. But I do a really fun presentation, and we'll do games, and it's great because everything's there and you can see.
And I also have a previous video about my whole party script and how I learned like what a good party should be. So if you're interested in what I do for my hostesses, you can watch my other video on that too.
In person, but if you don't want to do that, we can do it online. So we can do something through Facebook, or you can just like email people and send out a link. You'll have a link to your own party through my website, or you could just get some catalogs. I'll make you up a little packet with some catalogs and order forms you could pass around. You can do it all by, on paper. So there's lots of options, and we could even do it in person somewhere other than your house. So if you wanted to do it, I've done parties like at restaurants, you could do it at a park, you could do it like while your kids are at their sports practice. I did one at a football practice once. So definitely tons of options, and if it's something you've been thinking about, please send me a message or call me or let me know, because I would love to work it out with you. I will basically do all the work for you. All you need to do is get people there, and I even tell you how to do that. So it's really easy, and in my opinion, and now I've had experience with a number of different direct sales companies, 31 Hostess Rewards are the best. And I don't know, I could hold it up and show it to you, but you can't really read it. So basically, based on the amount of sales in your party, you earn credit toward anything in the catalog. You earn half price items, that could be anything in the catalog, and you earn Hostess exclusive items, which if it's something that you want, that is something you can only get by hosting a party. And also every month now we've been having Hostess specials, so you get it for either free or a deep discount. This month's Hostess special is the Take Two tote, which is like a reversible laptop bag. I think you've probably seen me post about it here in this group. It has a thermal pocket for your sandwiches, and it can be personalized. Personalization is always free on Hostess items. So I have had hostesses really rack up their rewards, and I would love to help you. That's my job, is to help you get the most for hosting a party. So
I definitely did have people who really racked up and maximized their hostess rewards, but also I can't 100% speak on this with authority, but I do think that in the years after I left 31, the hostess reward system did kind of decline. So while I do think it was, if you did it smart, it could be a really good deal for you as a hostess. I think that, people over time weren't getting as good of a deal as they had been.
So let me know if that's something that you're interested in. And I guess the final thing I want to talk about is, first of all, the very best deal in the whole catalog, as always, is the new consultant kit. So you actually have two choices of kits this season. There's one that's a little more neutral, and there's one that's a little more vibrant with some like seasonal prints. And either option is going to be $99 for over, I was going to say $350 worth of products and supplies. So even if you never do another thing with it, you can, it's a good deal just for the product.
You can be a kidnapper. Just sign up and keep the stuff and then cancel your account.
Alone, you can do the math and add that up and see that that's a good deal. That's actually, again, kind of how I got into it, because after I hosted my party, I was like, gosh, for $99, I can get all of that? So if you're thinking about that, definitely the $99 kit is the best deal in the catalog. But for this month of August, we are offering $1 kit-free enrollment. So if you don't even want to spend the $99, you can spend $1. You don't get the kit, so you don't get that awesome deal from the catalog, but you do get everything else that you need online. So it's $1 to join, and then it's also like a $14.95 a month for the website, which is for anyone. So you pay that as well, and that gives you all of your, everyone can order online through your site. So you can start doing parties online right away and, make that back. You can earn product credit and start putting it toward other items that you might want to start building up your own kit. If you already have like a big 31 collection of your own, this is a good way to, you can use that as your like kit and save on purchasing the kit. So again, the $99 kit really is.
I wonder with that $1 deal, if they were, that was kind of the beginnings of like desperation times, because it kind of reminds me of the LuLaRoe $499 sign-on thing. But yeah, basically they just give you your website and you don't get any other catalogs or supplies or anything, which again, I mean, I guess if you did already have a ton of 31 stuff yourself because you liked it so much, maybe that's a good opportunity to take advantage of if you then wanted to start selling it. But I think it's really just a way to start kind of racking up the consultants.
The best deal in the catalog, but if you are looking for something to just start quick now and not put out that investment, it's only through the end of August 31st, and it's $1 plus the $15 a month for your website, and that will get you in the door and you can start making that money back right away. Maybe you want to do something like run a fundraiser for an organization, for your school, for a team. This is a great way to get in. You can be the consultant for that. You earn the commission on that you can then donate back, or however you want to do your fundraiser. And again, there's no like obligation with 31. That was one of the things that I really looked into when I was first joining, which is 5 years ago now. But if you ever want to stop selling, like, you just stop selling it. There's no requirements or penalties or anything. So, and to remain active, you just have to have $200 in sales every rolling 6 months. So, every rolling 3 months. So it's basically like one party every 3 months, which I think is doable. I can pretty much do that with my own purchases. So if that sounds like you, this might be something that you are interested in. So I'm gonna just take a quick flip through the catalog. I know I kind of already showed this to you when I was on live here the other day. And if anyone has any questions in the meantime, please go ahead and leave them in the chat.
You think anyone was chatting with me? I'm gonna guess no.
But I wanted to just point out a couple of other new products. So one of the areas that we're really focusing on is the pillows. You can see there's now like a navy version in addition to the neutral pillow. There are a ton of personalization options for these. When I was in Columbus for conference a couple weeks ago, I actually was able to tour the home office, and they do all of the personalization and everything there themselves in-house. They have a whole room that's just printers for the pillows and dryers to dry the ink after. So the pillows have like really taken off, and they're a great way to personalize your home and customize things. In addition to the pillows now, we also have some other home decor items. So we have, on this page actually is a great illustration of that. There's a bunch of like wall hanging canvas.
I am so glad that nobody ever wanted to order any of this stuff from me, because it was like complicated enough just doing like the basic embroidery, like entering those orders in. All these different printed options and wall hangings and different things with like lots of text and information, that just makes me really nervous about potential personalization errors.
And there's also something called, I just want to make sure it's on this page. Yes, right here. It's like this little wooden, it looks like it's made from a wood pallet, and it's called the Sweet Spaces wall decor, and that can also be personalized. It can be engraved. And then we have other engravables here. So we have this box that's like a metal tin with a wood lid that can be engraved.
They gave us one of those metal tins with the wood lid at the conference. It was probably that same year. And I think everybody got it engraved with like whatever was their own first initial. So I have one somewhere, unless I was able to sell it, I think.
We have the tray, which would be a really great like housewarming gift or wedding gift for someone with their new name on it. So lots more kind of home decor items. And of course, you know, one of the neat things about 31 is almost everything in the catalog can be personalized and customized. So it's a really great way to like make something more special. They say make it mean more. And then I also just wanted to remind you, in the new catalog, there's 2 ways to shop the shopping guide in the back.
Why am I going on for so long? I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit and see how this ends.
For fall, I'm super pumped having come home from conference, and I have a lot of great ideas. Watch for a fun party that I want to host probably next month as like a benefit for an organization, and it'll benefit you too. So stay tuned for that if you're local. And if there's no other questions, then I will wish you all a very good night. Thanks for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, so that seems like maybe a good place to leave it for this video. It got way longer than I expected it to be. I hope that you enjoyed this little trip down 31 memory lane with me, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up so I can make a part 2. We'll get through the rest of these 31 videos, and then again in the future we'll also do the LuLaRoe videos. Hopefully the technology worked out, so this is the test run on that as well. I have also many more videos and playlists of all of my old, direct sales, multi-level marketing experiences, so you can check out those playlists if you're interested in that kind of stuff. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought, and I will see you next time. Bye.